Hey, it's your boy DJ over here. Excuse me. I remember watching America's Got Talent. That was the show that Nick Cannon hosted. I don't think he's going to be hosting it. As a matter of fact, he's not. He just resigned from the show. I don't know who they got as host for America's Got Talent this year, but he just resigned as host not too long ago. And one of the former judges was none other than radio shock jock Howard Stern, a guy who I listened to for many years. I haven't listened to him in a while, but I listened to him kind of sporadically, not like I used to. I used to listen to him on a regular basis. Well, anyway, they had what are these fools doing out here? There was a contestant that was on the show one year that he was a judge, and he was a 6-year-old young man, young kid, little brother, African American, and he was a rapper. Now he wasn't a bad rapper, he just wasn't a great rapper, but he wasn't bad. I think all I know is everybody else liked him, and I think Howard had voted him off, and he got real sad, and Howard went to go hug him, and they showed a picture of his family. Of course, it was pretty much almost all mothers, grandmothers, aunts, whatever, sisters, whatever, you know. And I'm sure they didn't like the fact that he did that because, of course, they threw all the eggs in one basket, and I can understand why he probably did that, because he kind of felt that they were putting a lot of pressure on that kid, and I know they were. There's no doubt about that. But that goes to show you how some of these sisters act. And now I know it's Mother's Day weekend coming up, but you know, sisters have a tendency of doing that. Somebody was talking about a show where this guy, young boy, had supposedly got this girl pregnant with 2 children, and he helped take care of them, and come to find them kids wasn't even his. Yeah. Yet she getting dicked down by a thug and getting helped out by the goody guy. See, black women like to put all the eggs in one basket, but then they like to have their cake and eat it too. You know? And just like I was saying, it was something I commented about, I think it was a fight out at Spirit Airlines in Florida somewhere. It was something else going on, but that was one of the videos I saw. Oh, no, that was one of them, but there was another one about the 16-year-old boy who threw this 68-year-old woman, this older woman, 68-year-old woman. He did a wrestling move on her, and then he threw her in the pool. He literally grabbed her and threw her in the pool. All because she complained about, you know, the noise level. She's asking to just, to reduce the noise level at the pool party, and he just grabbed her and threw her down on the concrete ground, and then picked her up and threw her on the wall in the pool. And I made a comment. I said, "Niggas." Yeah, I did say that. You know what I mean? Short for niggas. Niggas is short for the N-word. And I said, niggas plus single parents equals trouble. Of course, somebody had countered me on that, of course, but I didn't care. I don't even remember what they said. That's why I don't care, because I don't remember what they said. But nevertheless, it just goes to show you that single parenting, when it comes to black mothers in this day and age, or any day and age, does not work. That's why you need a strong father, strong man in the house to make sure that they keep the kids in line. And now some of y'all black women, I know for a fact, do not like black men to uphold that. Y'all don't like when men are stern with the boys. Now you too hard. I hear it all the time. You know? And in lies the problem. Here lies the problem. Because I'm sure if he came from a strong family with mother and father, that bullshit would have never happened. Yeah, I said it because it's a fact. Kids are straight wilding out. You know? And most single moms don't give a damn. Because there's no control. There's no stability in their life, which is the reason why they create the instability that they have in their household, because they don't care themselves. You know, they have no structure, so therefore the kids aren't going to have any structure. And most boys, you know, in a single parent household, a single mother household, particularly, ain't going to try to listen to the woman because they're going to be too busy trying to be the man in the house. It lies a problem. It lies a major problem. There it is. There it is. Yep. So, I don't want to hear about, well, no. I'm telling you right now, single mother raised households are a detriment to our culture, to our history, to our race. That's a fact. I remember somebody told me one time, I wanted to slap the shit out of him, told me one time that a mother could raise a son as good as a man. That is the most devastating statement I've ever heard in my life. It's the most stupidest, unconscious, and falsehood statement of raising kids I've ever heard. It's a definitely major false narrative. There is no such thing as a woman ever being able to raise a boy to be a man as good as a man. You know why that can't happen? Because she's not a man. She's a woman. Okay? So that's a false narrative. You know? There is no such thing in the entire history of the world, particularly our culture, where that's ever really been a fact. Never. Nope, and no. See, if you start teaching these women that they don't need a man in their life, the only thing they'll do is whore themselves out to the first guy that they think is, you know, is worthy of their virtue. What are y'all doing out here? Worthy of their virtue, and they're going to try to go ahead and go whole hog and, you know, say, you know, I don't need you. Yeah. And a lot of women's attitudes like that. You know, I ain't got to see you. I do what I want. That women's lib ruin a lot of relationships in our culture, which in turn ruin our children, because our children have no structure. The woman gonna say, I ain't got to see nobody. You ain't got to do this. You ain't got to do that. You know? My thing of it is, if you don't have a strong leader in the household, how kids are going to be strong enough to listen? How are they going to be able to, in turn, use any common sense if no one's teaching it to them? Especially when you got mothers out there who just don't give a damn. Many of them don't have structure within themselves. And many of those women, like many of those young men, were raised with no father. Okay? Therefore, the mother themselves, a lot of times, like, hell, whatever. They don't care. Trust me, I've seen it happen. I was in a situation one time where I tried to mentor some boys one time, years ago. Me and a couple other guys, we want to talk to them about, you know, staying out of trouble, going out there doing the right things here, hitting the books, all that. And the woman said, no, you're scaring them. I'm what? Yeah. Mm-hmm. You're scaring them. Don't be scaring them boys about prison and all that. Why not? Some people think it's glamorous, and it's not. Why would you not scare them by telling the truth? That's what Scare Straight was about. You know? No, they want you to sugarcoat the shit. That's what the sister black one want you to sugarcoat. I ain't doing that. You know? That's what kept my kid out of prison. Me talking tough love to him. You know? And for a while he didn't understand it, but now he tells me I understand why you were hard on me. You keep me in line. You keep me straight. And that's all I did. And I told him we talk about that often. And that's the only reason why I ever did it. I don't want you being a statistic because lack of a training from a black woman who didn't grow up with her father. That's where it all starts. I'm not saying that men are not, that black men should have not been responsible. Of course, black men should be responsible for taking care of the kids. You know? But by the same token, part of the problem is women, you got too many black women out here who wants to be independent. They don't want to have no man. They tell you that bullshit about, I can't find a good man. No, what they can't find a good man to do is take care of the kids, which is the only thing you really want the man to do in the first place. They don't have no real relationship with no man. Average black woman today doesn't really care about a serious relationship. They do not. And yeah, I said it. They do not. Most of y'all don't want no real relationship with no man, no way. You know? Women's live in the LGBT community have taught y'all you don't need no man. Tell me, am I lying? You know damn well I ain't lying about this shit. This is all facts. All facts. No lies. All facts. And y'all buy into a lock, stock, and barrel. You can't think for your goddamn self. Yeah. They taught y'all that. And y'all buy into it. And then you try to say, well, it's the lack of the black fathers because the black fathers, they don't want to raise no kids. No. It's because a lot of these men don't want to deal with these white women with these 1,300 kids by about 10,000 different daddies that they don't know who's what because they're whoring themselves out there a lot of times. And I ain't saying this doesn't apply to all women. It applies to quite a few of you, though. You know, quite a few of you who have done that. I'm just going to be honest about it. Got to. I ain't going to lie. I ain't going to sugarcoat it. You know? Because at the end of the day, you are the ones, the reason why a lot of things is messed up in the community today. Because of two things, like I said before. Women's liberation and LGBT, which says you don't need no man. I can do bad all by myself. That's the mentality you were taught. Therefore, you ain't gonna deal with a man but for so long, just long enough to do what you need to do. I was in a situation one time where I was with a woman, and at one point, the moms want to run interference. Oh yeah. Trust me. I know what y'all do. I know what y'all do. I know what you have done. Y'all sneaky as fuck. I know somebody who went through the same thing. Got stabbed, got verbally stabbed in the back because they were with somebody because the mother interfered in the relationship. It's a known fact. And then y'all let outside influences influence how y'all relationship should be. That's the other problem. So, don't tell me it's not true. I know for a fact y'all like that. Because you don't want to see somebody else have a better relationship than what you had. And you want them to be in the same level where you at because you afraid you won't lose your friend, cousin, whatever. You know? truth. Y'all black women like to keep a lot of drama going on. You look at these shows like Real Housewives of Atlanta and Little Women in LA and Little Women in Atlanta, stuff like that. Drama. Y'all live for this shit. Y'all heroes are drama-filled queens. Real queens don't do that. Real queens keep things in order, not things out of line. Remember that. Real queens keep things in order. They don't keep things out of control. They know how to handle the business. Not pretending or perpetrating the fraud like they do when the house is out of order. It's DJ Wolf. That's all I got. I got much more to say about this on my podcast, DJ Wolf Live, hopefully by this weekend. All right?